Funding for News 6 is made possible in part by Time Warner Cable. Time Warner Cable is proud to support News 6. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. Additional funding is provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation and members of WBGU PBS.
Welcome to this week's edition of News 6. I'm your host, Kelsey Nevius. Today's program is brought to you by the 5th and 6th grade class of Millersville-St. Mary. Our school is located just outside the village of Helena in Sandusky County, near the city of Fremont. Helena is home of the Helena Lumber Company, Helena Chemical, and the Carmes Quarry. It has a population of about 240 people.
Throughout our history, there have been many changes. Whole towns have disappeared or relocated. Buildings have come and gone, but bridges have remained intact. In this week's historical segments, we visit a bridge that has stood the test of time.
The Mall-Covered Bridge was built in 1851 by the Henry Mall family. The bridge provided safe passage across Wolf Creek and easy access for farmers to the Mall Mill. The bridge was built out of gray knotted siding, large quarried stone, and it has a red tin roof. It is 100 feet long and has a town truss design. It also has a long, narrow opening for ventilation. The floor planking is laid crosswise. The bridge was open to traffic until 1962, when the road was diverted and a new bridge was constructed. The Mall-Covered Bridge was then listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It was restored in 1989. At one time, there was over 10,000 covered bridges. The Mall-Covered Bridge is one of 900 remaining today. It served its purpose, providing shelter for people and keeping horses from being frightened while crossing over the water.
Hello, my name is Kevin Crow with this week's Critics' Choice. The movie that I'm reviewing is called The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This movie stars Georgie Henley, Skandar Kearns, Anna Popplewell, and William Moseley. It is rated PG because of some graphic war scenes. I like this movie because of the great adventures the characters experience and the awesome graphics. If you enjoy movies set in a wonderful fantasy world, you will like this movie too.
Our school, Millersville-St. Mary, will be closing its doors for good at the end of this school year. We decided to learn more about the history of our school by talking to a local alumnus. Ann Gottschalk has a story.
Millersville-St. Mary's School was opened in 1873 and will close its doors for good in June of 2007. The school has had a long, rich history. Mr. Foose is a fourth-generation member of the parish.
Well, back in the early 1870s, there was just a one-room schoolhouse where we have 4 rooms right now, which makes a lot more sense, I think, because there were so many students in each room at the time. When I went to school, there was 11 students in my class, and there was 80-some students all total. Some of my memories probably in the old school were because we had wood or coal stoves in the 2 rooms we had at the time. Seemed like it was always warm, and I guess the big thing then was the outhouses back behind the school, one for girls, one for boys. That's pretty much the way it was in home life too, so.
Millersville-St. Mary's is a part of the Toledo Diocese, but it has not always been run by a religious order.
I think in the early stages, way back, probably when it officially started, there was lay teachers. I remember my mom and dad talking about having lay teachers. I think in them days, mostly it was male teachers. It wasn't so much females until the St. Francis sisters came in later on in the year.
Sister Beatrice is the principal of St. Mary's School and also teaches kindergarten students. Mrs. Breyer teaches 5th and 6th grade students in all core subject areas. Many students have walked through the doors at Millersville-St. Mary's since 1873. It is a piece of our history that will always be remembered. This is Ann Gutschalk reporting for News 6.
That's all for this edition of News 6. We hope you've enjoyed learning about our community. Be sure to tune in next time for more news from around Northwest Ohio.
Funding for News 6 is made possible in part by Time Warner Cable. Time Warner Cable is proud to support News 6. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. Additional funding is provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation and members of WBGU PBS.